Hey, welcome to the Sports Reverends podcast. My name is Dan.
And my name's Drew.
We're no experts, but we are
the Sports Reverends.
Hey, welcome to the Sports Reverends podcast. Sports Reverend Drew is here, and we got the coach with us in the beautiful weather in mountainous, sunny Winnipeg. How you guys doing?
Great. It's Wednesday, halfway through the week. We're potting. Drew's back. How can we go wrong?
Oh, what a crazy day today. The weather couldn't make up its mind. It was rainy. Thought it was going to snow. Then it was sunny, but still got 18 holes in, so that's good.
I was just going to ask, are you one of those golfers that are only in the sun?
Oh, no, it's any weather. Anything but lightning. I'm out there.
Good on you.
How about you, Dan?
Yeah, I'm doing good too, boys. I'm doing good too. We just had a revamp of the Sports Reverends website, courtesy Train to Invest. So check that website out, sportsreverends.com. We have a members only page. So all you have to do is sign up to get that members only page, and you'll see a couple extra things you can check out that only members only can check out. So you guys do that, check that out. But let's get into some of our sports news quick hitters from around the league. Sunday's game between the Titans and Steelers have been postponed.
Mahomes has become the fastest quarterback to reach 10,000 yards in just his 34th game.
Doc Rivers and the Clippers have agreed to part ways.
The Winnipeg Jets are looking at trade options for Patrick Laine.
Mark Cuban has helped a homeless Delonte West reunite with his mother and get into rehab.
And in hockey news, the Tampa Bay Lightning have won the Stanley Cup.
And sadly, the Toronto Blue Jays have been eliminated from the baseball playoffs. But they're young and up and coming. But let's hear a word from our sponsors.
Have you ever thought about how well your investments are performing? Have you wanted to understand how the stock market works and how you can look after your financial future, but have been unsure of where or even how to get started? Train to Invest is North America's leading investment education and training corporation, with the sole purpose of providing a new way of thinking about wealth management. Through teaching, training, and coaching individuals in both the art and science of self-directed investing, Train to Invest offers a complete education and training experience to empower families to begin their journey of planning for future generations through investment education. To find out more, look at www.traintoinvest.com and download our free ebook. Again, www.train2invest.com to find more information about our program and download our free ebook.
We're going to start in the National Football League, and we're continuing the saga of Brady versus Belichick. Both are 2-1. Both have interesting games this week. The Patriots are playing the Kansas City Chiefs. Oof. And Brady's got it easy. I think he's playing pardon?
Chargers.
Yeah, Brady's playing the Chargers. I think he's got a little bit easy there. So, boys, let's talk about the Brady-Belichick saga. What's going on? What are your thoughts? Who's winning so far?
Looks like you want to go first, Drew? Yeah, I think you should go first. We haven't heard from you in a while.
Okay. You haven't heard my outlandish takes yet.
Yes.
I think Belichick is winning, and I don't think it's that close.
Ooh.
I don't think Brady's been that spectacular, and he's in a place with more weapons, and everyone's like, oh, they're going to have this high-powered offense. I haven't really seen that from Brady. Belichick has he can roll with the punches. He's revamped this offense. He's using Rex Burkhead as a running back, and Cam Newton is looking almost back to Cam Newton of old.
Which is scary.
With still no weapons.
Yeah.
And so I think it's clear that Belichick is the winner of this duo.
Dan, what do you think? What do you think is who's winning?
Oh, I'm definitely with Drew. Belichick is dominating this. Brady's looking pedestrian. He's looking like he's 43. Their offense is not on all cylinders, and Belichick, like they had their only loss was to the Seahawks, and it was on a last play. It was like it came down to probably a bad play call. I don't know if it was changed at the line by Cam or not. It worked 2 times already in that game, but I'm still giving it to Belichick. They got a hard task this Sunday. So we'll see. We'll see. What do you think, Coach?
You know, I think it's a clean sweep for all three of us. When we first saw who was sitting out for the Pats, you kind of thought like, oh man, they're tanking for Trevor. You bring in a weak Cam Newton, who's no one's seen for a while. He's only got a bunch of players. He's got no weapons. Hey, look at Tom's team. You know, great wide receivers, great running back. They bring back Gronk. And you just kind of expected, you know, a bit of a hiccup, you know, starting a new team, but him just catch on and start flying. I don't think anybody really saw the Patriots playing this well so soon. I think Belichick and his team have done a tremendous job of coaching these guys up, making a good game plan. I think it's all going to be blown up this week with KC because KC's just been on fire, absolute fire. But who knows? I think we may be surprised. But definitely the edge by a long shot goes to Belichick.
Well, that's a perfect segue into talking about the Monday Night Football matchup of the Chiefs and the Ravens. We expected this clash of the Titans, and it wasn't really like that. It was more of a David and Goliath, to be honest.
Big brother, little brother.
Say what?
Said big brother, little brother.
Yeah, okay. What did you guys think? What was your initial thoughts of just the way the Kansas City Chiefs won that game and how the Ravens actually looked? I've never really seen the Ravens over this last season and obviously this season look that poor in like all areas of their game. What do you think? Start with you, Drew.
I think they look a little lost out there, just trying to get their running game going. I think they're trying to incorporate too many running backs. I think they need to stick with what worked last year, which was just bulldogging Ingram up the middle and wearing down defenses, then play action, go over the top. I think they're trying to work in Gus Edwards. I think there's another guy, Dobbins, they're trying to get in there as well. I think they're just trying to do too much. And what worked last year, I forget what the percentage of was runs, but I think it was mostly Ingram last year. And I think they need to get back to what works.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. I mean, I'm sure Lamar Jackson has progressed as a passer, and he's going to get better as a quarterback. But why mess with something that works? You know, you run the ball hard, right on the defenses, and especially against a high-powered offense, you want to keep the offense off the field as much as you can. How do you do that? You run, and you run. If you can run effectively, you can control the clock. And keeping Mahomes off the field is equally as important as putting points on the board.
Yeah.
So for me, I think the game was very boring just for the fact that I expected better from Baltimore. But yeah, what do you think, Dan?
You know, I thought they were going to turn it around in the second half there. They had that one moment. They get a big stop, and it just didn't come together. I think you're right, Drew. They got to go back to their roots of almost like old school football. It is like old school football, but the way they do their run game is new school.
Ground and pound.
Yeah. But for sure, they got to go back to that. Go to their strengths. Don't try to make Lamar Jackson someone who he's not. Let that come in time, I think. And to be fair, Mark Andrews had how many drops? 2?
Oh, too many.
too many drops, and there's a who else had a couple drops as well. There were some big time drops.
There's some gaffes. Yep.
They may need to add some more talent to that receiving core.
Well, they got a running back who they can trade away for somebody, right? They're excess in that position.
That's true.
But I think the other side of this story that we're gonna catch on is how good is Patrick Mahomes. Like,
oh yeah,
yeah, like
he's making throws that are just ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like, did you see that one where he jumped and faked? Like, I don't even know how he did it. He jumped to throw and he faked it. Like, I don't know how he stopped himself from throwing the ball there.
It's a hard thing to even describe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you can see it in your head.
Yeah.
And trying to put it into words, difficult. I can't. That's the best I could do is think about it as well.
Yeah.
And I think it's going to be something like Brady versus Manning, right? Where you have both quarterbacks are good, but Brady's ability to win is going to set him apart from Manning. I think you're going to have that kind of comparison with Mahomes and Jackson. Is maybe it's unfair, maybe it's not, but until Jackson wins a playoff game.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, he's in trouble. He's in trouble.
Yeah, it's unfortunate for Jackson that he's got to be, for his whole career, he's going to be compared to Mahomes, right? That's just how it's going to go. But, you know, even the Chiefs' defense looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Maybe that's elevated because of their great offensive play, but they look good all around. I don't see them losing in the AFC.
They may even go undefeated.
Whoa.
I know it's a big, bold claim, but if any team can do it, why would it not be KC?
All right. Okay, so do you guys think the way Jackson plays, can he win a Super Bowl this way? Not really. He hasn't won any game being down by 10 points in his career.
Well, I think that you're right in your assessment that they have to go get some better wide receiving help. And Drew's also right in his assessment that they have to run the ball more. I kind of see this as like the Baltimore team that won the Super Bowl with Trent Dilfer, except Jackson's a much better quarterback. He gives you more options. But you got to win it on your defense first because he's not the greatest passer. He's not as accurate, and he hasn't shown he has that quote-unquote clutch gene, right? So, yeah, will he win a Super Bowl? Probably. Would it take Mahomes being hurt? Maybe. That's just my take on it.
Drew?
I don't see him winning a Super Bowl. We haven't seen too many, or have we seen any like running quarterbacks like this succeed that much? Like Mahomes won last year. He's not a running quarterback. He's an athletic quarterback. He's not a runner.
He's
Michael
a quarterback
Vick
who can run.
Russell Wilson,
right.
maybe. It's still more of a pocket, still a very good pocket passer.
Yeah, like
He doesn't rely on his running.
Now he's an amazing pocket passer, but when he won, he was only good.
Yeah, it's tough to win with teams like this because you don't have that. Like he does have a good arm.
Yep.
But accuracy wise, like, do you see some of these throws that Russell Wilson is throwing down the field?
He's the best long bomb thrower of all time.
Yeah, like
all time.
Wow.
When you're down and need a big throw, Jackson's not high on my list for that. Like,
no, he's got the power, just not the accuracy.
Yeah, like he's got the ability to throw those short slants, and if
on
the
the
guy's
move,
wide open, he can bomb it down the field. But
yeah.
Do
you think he develops that though?
I don't know. Like,
well, here's a follow-up question before you answer that one. Do you think Jim Harbaugh is the guy to do that?
I think yeah.
Why?
I don't know. I think he's a great coach. He elevates. Even look at Joe Flacco. Elevated Joe Flacco from more of an average to more than an above average when they won the Super Bowl. He had a great Super Bowl run.
That was it. That was it for Joe Flacco.
No, that's not it.
The right time.
No. That's not it. He's had a good career. Career.
I think they need to go more to look at what the Cardinals are doing with Kyler Murray. Like, go to the new school
Yeah.
coach. I think Kyler is developing more as a quarterback than Lamar has. When you watch him play, like obviously he has better receiving weapons now, like DeAndre Hopkins. But that's always a blessing. But
but he's been missing Christian Kirk, right? And he's turned that other third receiver, I forget his name, into a solid. Like he makes him look solid. So he's elevating him. So maybe you're right.
Yeah. And that's Cliff Kingsbury, right? Like coming from the college play. Yeah.
I just think a lot of it is on the Baltimore defense. A lot of money was put into this defense. They got rid of Earl Thomas, and I thought they were going to be a lot more dominant. But they looked pedestrian. And that's what I think Baltimore is going to have to hang their hats on if they're going to actually win a Super Bowl. But it's only week 3. There's still a lot of season left, right? So
and the Chiefs offense has the ability to make a lot of good defenses look
bad. Yeah.
Look bad.
That's fair. Okay, what do we got next year? How much trouble are the Eagles in? I love this question.
So much trouble.
Oh, man. Carson Wentz, man. They can't even trust him. In overtime, they can't trust him to at least, they'd rather go for the tie. The coach went for a tie than taking a long bomb, a Hail Mary down the field. What does that say to a quarterback? A quarterback who obviously has issues with his confidence.
I think, you know what? I think it's a coaching problem too. Because if you're going to go, let's just say I invest $100 million in an employee. And if I'm going to say, you know what? We got this major project coming up. Take a seat. Who is that on? Me or the employee? Me.
Okay. But to answer that, if your employee isn't performing and you don't have faith in your employee and you look at that division that, is still only has one win as the leader, maybe you just take the tie. Maybe that's better than a loss. You just go. That's what he did, right?
Yeah, but here's the thing. Like you said, it's only week 3. You can't just be like, I'm going to concede a tie in week 3 because it's a crappy division. You got to go for it. You got to be aggressive. You got to show your quarterback faith because you still got how many games left in the season to go?
Well, for Carson Wentz, probably about like 8.
Who's your backup?
A rookie. The rookie they drafted.
Yeah, but
the future.
A rookie.
Jalen Hurts.
It's a rookie. You're supposed to be challenging for the division title and then a Super Bowl. Right? That's the goal in Philadelphia.
And he has all the weapons. Don't tell me he doesn't have weapons.
I didn't say that.
I know, I'm just saying.
Some of his weapons are hurt.
Okay, yeah, there's a few.
But I mean, I think it's.
But Drew,
a
Drew.
Problem. That's just it.
I like that take, Coach. Drew, give us your thoughts.
Oh, I think they're in tons of trouble. To have your name even close to losing to the Bengals means you're not a playoff team. Like that should just show you there, right? Like the Bengals are terrible.
Yes.
Shout out to Cody. And they are that should be your measuring stick of a game that you should win handedly, which they should have. Even without their weapons. Even without their weapons.
Yep.
Yeah. They still have their running back. They still have their tight ends.
Yep.
The Bengals defense is the worst running defense I've ever seen, and they couldn't get the run going.
Yeah, it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. That division is embarrassing. And that's why the coach went for a tie, because he knows that's how bad the division is.
He's got to get fired, honestly.
Okay.
You didn't give us your take. Give us a real 100%.
Oh, well, my take is that, it's more on Carson Wentz than anyone else. Carson Wentz is supposed to be this MVP caliber quarterback who they paid $100 million, who is missing throws, making bad plays, holding onto the ball too long, and not elevating his team. And it's all on Carson Wentz. What else? Like, I don't know what else to say. He's making bad decisions.
Burton had some off games too, yo.
To have your coach lose confidence in you, that's trouble. It's trouble going forward for them.
Do you
I
think they go to
expect-
Jalen Hurts?
I expect to see Jalen Hurts this season.
Do you guys know when the bye week is?
No.
Because
I'm not sure.
Typically, they make a quarterback change with the bye week, right?
Well,
So it kind of depends. If they have an early bye week,
Their
And
bye
they're
week
still-
is week 9.
you can't bench $100 million man. Let's just say
but
that. though.
after 8 games, let's just say they end up 3-5. Okay.
They could be leading the division.
Yeah. But at 3-5, you're gonna be like, let's see what Hertz has got with 2 weeks to prepare. Potentially.
Maybe.
They got Giants and Cowboys right before their bye week.
So that could set up their whole rest of the year.
And then they play Giants right after the bye week.
I just think look at his history. He hasn't made a full season in a long time.
That's different than we're talking about now, though.
That's why I will see Jalen Hurts is what I'm saying.
You're basing on him being injured.
Yeah, he's like a Band-Aid. So I don't think they're gonna bench $100 million guy. And he's too good of a talent. I this is coming from a Cowboys fan. So
We'll see.
it is what it is. Okay, let's move on to the next week's matchups. What's hot next week? Which matchups are you guys looking forward to?
Drew and I decided to highlight 4 games.
Okay.
New England, Kansas City, Chargers, Tampa Bay, Seattle, Miami, and Drew will explain this one, and Buffalo, Las Vegas.
You want me to explain that one?
Yeah.
Which one are you explaining?
Well, Seattle,
Why-
Miami.
Oh,
Seattle, Miami. In Miami has looked good. I don't know if you guys have watched Miami games,
I have, yeah. I love Fitzmagic.
but they actually look decent. They've been in every game that they've played. And I really like Fitzmagic. I really like Gesicki.
Devontae Parker is a baller.
Gaskin has got going last week. They're running back there. Their defense is young and really good. Well, not really good, but
They're good.
they play with energy, and
They're tryhards.
They
and if
improved their defense like massively over this offseason.
and if Seattle comes in off the high of their last win, a little lax, I think Miami could give Seattle a run this week. And I like any game that Russell Wilson's in, I'm down to watch. So that's why I highlighted that game.
Do you actually think Miami has a chance?
I think they have a chance. They'll
Stop
keep it. They'll keep it close.
They're going to lose by 14 points.
They'll
Give
keep
me-
it close.
Give me a percentage, Drew. A chance that they're winning percentage. Give me a percentage.
Percentage, I'll give them 30%.
I give them 1%.
Okay. Come on.
I
That's
give
how
them
good the
30%,
Seahawks are.
and I think they'll keep it within 6 points.
Okay, I say they lose by 2 touchdowns.
I say lose by 10. I'm losing by 10.
10 points, okay. Okay, which other matchup are you guys looking forward to? I think my favorite one is New England, Kansas City. I want to see what Cam can do against this Super Bowl. This is the measuring stick now. It feels like I've been saying that every week with Cam Newton. They've
It's
had a
not
lot of
the
tough
measuring
games.
Stick. It's
Huh?
not a measuring stick.
What do you mean?
How many players are they missing off their roster this year?
No, well, I'm
The
just
New
saying
England
for
defense.
them to have this is. I think they're in contention right now. Like the measuring
It's
stick
not
is.
it's not a good defense anymore, Dan.
Here's
It's not a good defense.
I get what you're
They got
saying.
younger. They got younger because some of those guys that are sitting out are old.
Yeah. Look, if you're gonna compare yourself, you might as well compare yourself to the best. I get
That's what
you're
I'm saying. Yeah.
So they may be like a 5 out of the 10 if KC's a 10. But just for example. But by the end of the year they can get to an 8, that's gonna be a big improvement. That gives them a chance. Right? So I get what you're saying, but it's a measuring stick. I think they lose by 15.
Yeah.
I say they keep it within a touchdown.
Oh,
Casey just
no
rolls over.
way.
Within a touchdown.
No way.
You know why? I'll tell you why. The one thing the Patriots are great at is controlling the tempo of the game, controlling the having the offense on the field so long.
Okay, but it's about conversions though. Your percentage of conversions.
The less you have
If-
Mahomes on the field, the less conversions he has.
But if he goes 100%, if he goes 5 for 5 with just all 5 touchdowns, that's it.
Of
Doesn't
course,
matter,
of course.
right?
But
So,
but the Patriots have shown that their long drives, being able to keep their offense on the field and the other team's offense off the field has been their success so far. So that's why I'm saying they keep it close, within a touchdown.
The only team that has a chance against Kansas City this year is Buffalo.
No, please. Are you kidding me with the Buffalo Bills? The Bills. Let's look at who the Bills have played. Okay?
but their defense is really good.
Their
The
defense
Bills
is legit.
And Josh Allen is balling out.
You guys get off the Bills bandwagon right now because I know they're 3-0. Okay? I know they're 3-0.
Yeah.
They've played the Jets, they played
Terrible.
Miami, and they played the Rams. Okay? Miami almost beat them. The Jets put up 17 on them, and the Rams 32. Okay? Their
Yeah.
defense is not that. Their defense on paper is amazing.
It's week 3, guy. It's
But
week
they're weak teams. These are the teams they should be destroying. Why do you think Josh Allen looks like a
this
MVP
is not even we're not
candidate?
even through the preseason normally.
It doesn't matter. This
Yeah,
is
it
the
does.
season.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
These are weak teams. These
Yes,
are weak
it
teams,
does.
and they should be destroying them.
No.
They're going to. This is my call. They lose to Vegas this week.
Okay. Hot take.
That is not going to happen.
Hot take.
In convincing fashion. 10 points.
Wow.
Is Josh Jacobs even playing this week?
I'm assuming so, yeah. He's questionable, but I'm assuming he's playing.
Okay. You heard it here first, everybody.
It's not going to happen.
The Bills, come on. You guys are still high on the Bills? The Bills?
Josh Allen.
Josh Allen's playing against 3 weak teams, and they barely won.
He lit them up though.
But they barely beat them. They had
but-
to light them up, and they barely beat them.
But he's only in charge of one side of the ball.
Doesn't matter.
All
You
right.
guys
He's
just
doing-
talked about
he's doing-
you guys just talked about the greatness of their defense. So
they were
what
good.
do you guys want to say? Is
They
the
were
great
good.
defense one side of the ball? What? It's the
They were-
Dolphins? The Rams?
This is
Week
good,
3.
not great. Okay, but this rolls into our quote unquote fantasy sleepers.
Josh Allen.
No, seriously.
I'm
Okay.
not sitting Josh Allen.
Who you guys picking right now for there's a quarterback under the radar who's gonna do well? You can't pick Nick Foles.
Oh, under the radar. Here we go. I just picked him up on my team. Pick up Nick Mullins this week.
Nice. Big time. I love that pick, Drew. Playing the Eagles.
Pick up Nick Mullins against the Eagles. I think he's going to get you your 20 probably fantasy points.
At least, yeah.
I just picked him up.
Good
Sitting
pickup.
Sam Darnold because Sam Darnold is
Yeah.
trash.
Dan?
Oh, well, like, it's hard to say which quarterbacks to pick up because, like, you know,
Just give me somebody who's not like a regular name.
so this week, Seattle gives so many passing yards away to opposing teams. So you could pick up Fitzmagic. Fitzmagic could have a good day.
Yeah.
Um,
Fair.
take him. And or if you're on the Joe Burrow train, take Joe Burrow against the Jags.
Yeah, the Jags are terrible. How about at the almighty running back position? The most swapped position in the NFL.
So we're looking for sleeping running backs to pick up, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pick
Go
up
first.
Carlos Hyde.
Ooh. Okay.
I like it. I like
Chris
it.
Carson is probably not going to play, I think.
Oh yeah, you're right. He's not. He's definitely out this week because of
Yeah.
that dirty play by the Cowboys.
Pick up
Um,
Carlos Hyde
That's a great pickup, Drew.
against the Dolphins.
I want to do that right now.
My boy's
did
coming
it.
back 2 for 2 after a layoff. What do you think, Dan?
I was gonna say whoever had who is the backup 49ers running back?
McKinnon.
Yeah, so I would say if you had picked him up, drop him because Mostert's coming back. Mostert's coming back.
This week?
I'm pretty. That's what they're talking
Oh,
about.
awesome. Putting him in my lineup right now.
Yeah,
Perfect.
I'm gonna put him
All
in
right,
too.
last one. I need a wide receiver.
Ooh,
Alan Lazard, pick him up.
come on.
He was still available.
Yeah, like
How is he
depends.
still available?
I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, it's really hard to say like who's
I know.
available and who's not, right?
And Justin
Um,
Jefferson.
you definitely Justin Jefferson. I'm assuming he's gone. I'm saying pick up any Chicago Bear receiver.
Oh,
Jimmy
Uh,
Graham. Pick up Jimmy Graham.
Nick Foles is slinging the ball. Nick Foles could have had 5 touchdown throws in the second half there, but 2 of them were called back. But he had 3 still, which is
I'm
ridiculous.
serious with the Jimmy Graham call, though.
Yeah,
2
no, me too.
touchdowns last week.
I like him. I like him.
all right, boys. Great NFL talk. Let's head to commercial.
With no sports to watch on TV, esports have been shooting off the charts. What are esports, you may ask? Well, basically, it's competitive video gaming. Esports are fun to watch, and my favorite gamer to watch is a guy named Vandalized. Vandalized plays a variety of consoles and games, including the new Call of Duty Modern Warfare and Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. What makes him so unique is that he plays these games with the controller upside down. It is a talent unlike any other. You can check his Twitch stream out, and you can find the link in the Sports Reverends Instagram bio, or you can search him up on Twitch, Vandalized, with 2 Z's or Z's. His control will be upside down.
Time for the National Basketball Association talk. I love it.
Love it.
Coach, this is where we shine.
You lost Drew though.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Priorities.
You know what's the most embarrassing? So I used to talk about trying to shine. Hey, I always wanted to shine like a star. There's 2 embarrassing things about that. First of all,
Okay.
our father, I always try to call myself a star, and he would always remind me publicly, yes, you are a star. You're a giant ball of gas. And secondly, secondly, the other thing of shining and embarrassing moments in my life is that my mother, because of I had some like
Our mother.
Oh yes, sorry, our mother. I had, I guess, very dry skin and eczema growing up as a child, and she would
You still
always
are a lizard.
she would put petroleum jelly all over my face and arms, and I was so shiny. And yes, you can imagine what that led to in my basketball playing days, and people making fun of me at school. So when I hear the word shine, it's usually not a good thing. But let's get into this basketball talk. Who's going to coach? We got a bunch of coaches vacancies. We got the Clippers, 76ers, Rockets, Pelicans, OKC, Indiana. Who do you want to see picked up as coaches? And where do you think some good fits are?
First of all, I don't think Ty Lue deserves a job.
Agreed.
Okay. I mean, that team that won it was all LeBron. He just said, hey, LeBron, here's the playbook. Pick something. So Ty Lue.
Jackie Moon, player, coach,
Yes.
GM.
Yeah. Like, I think Ty Lue is so overrated.
Agreed.
I would like to see Sam Cassell get a shot.
Okay.
Even with the Clippers, to be honest.
Ooh.
I think Sam Cassell has probably got some good ideas.
Okay. Yeah, you start and go. We'll go team by team as you go.
Okay. Let's go
Clippers. Yeah, you go in Sam Cassell. I would love to see something fresh with the Clippers that doesn't involve so much isolation offense. Driving and kicking is great, but it's got to be more than that,
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Keep going.
Oh yeah. So I was just going to say, I would love thinking of coaches. I would love to see someone rigid that will get their attention. Someone like Jeff Van Gundy.
Oh,
A Jeff Van Gundy. No, sorry. Stan Van Gundy is what I'm trying to say. Stan Van Gundy. Because I loved what Stan Van Gundy he gets very underrated in how he kind of initiated a big change in the NBA. His team with Dwight was surrounded by 3-point shooters, and 3-point shooters got them to the NBA Finals. They beat that LeBron James team.
that's fair. Okay, Jeff, I don't think will be cut the NBA anymore.
Yeah,
think
yeah,
that-
no, yeah. Sorry, I meant Stan. You're right.
Stan, I can see Stan. I think the only problem for me with Stan is, does he have enough chutzpah, enough go-getting to win the NBA Finals in 1 year? Because you gotta look at the Clippers are a win now team,
Big time.
absolutely win now team. You're not gonna bring a college coach in. You're not gonna bring some untried and untested guy in. You gotta bring somebody who's a big name. So while I like the idea of Sam Cassell because I think he's fresh and he's been with the Clippers already, I realistically I think it's gonna be somebody big.
Chauncey
Who?
Billups?
I don't know. I don't know who it's gonna be. It's tough to say, because like
Tough to say.
maybe D'Antoni, maybe.
Ooh.
Well, think about it.
Yeah,
You
because
go
then he
fast
doesn't
with
he
that?
doesn't have to coach defense because they'll
Yeah.
play defense.
I mean, and that team is kind of built for playing fast.
Yeah,
Right?
well, it's hard to manage. Like, it's really hard to manage because Kawhi Leonard, right? He needs so much time off during the season.
But even
So-
then, if you're just running, who cares?
Yeah, I
You
guess.
know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's a tough
Okay, let's
one.
go. Let's keep going. 76ers, who you got?
Ooh, I think as terrible of a fit this is gonna be, D'Antoni's gonna be the coach.
Yeah, that's what it's looking like.
Same kind of thing, right? They need to win now. Need somebody big. It's got to be like either that or you trade Simmons or Embiid.
Yeah, for sure. If D'Antoni comes in, I think they're trading one of them. Probably Embiid, right?
Probably
Because
Simmons.
bigs. No, because D'Antoni doesn't even like bigs, right?
Yeah, that's true. But you need someone to protect the rim.
Yeah,
Look, no one in Houston could protect the rim.
that's. I don't know. They should have never gotten rid of Capella.
No, they should never have paid him that much because no one else is gonna pay him.
Yeah.
And B, like they missed him sorely.
What about the Pelicans?
If there was ever a team that Coach K would leave for, why not this one?
Yeah, I guess has his Duke guy. Yeah, well, you know,
He's got a couple of Duke guys on that team.
who else?
Ingram.
Oh, Brandon Ingram. Oh yeah,
So you got 40% of your starters right there.
Brandon Ingram. I believe he is he restricted free agent?
Yeah.
So okay, if someone offers Brandon Ingram the max, does the Pelicans have to offer him that to stay, or can he just?
Yeah, he has to match.
Yeah.
You
So
can't offer him anything less.
basically, he's getting the max contract.
Well, I don't know because COVID is going to reduce the cap potentially.
Yeah, but like someone,
but
if
here- but
someone
if no
offers
one-
it to him,
But yeah, that's a big if though.
if I'm any team in the league that's not a contender right now, I'm
You gotta
offering
have
them the
cap
max.
space. Gotta have cap space.
You figure it out.
I don't know. I don't know which team, like New York. No
I'm
cap.
big on BI.
Sacramento. No, probably not going to have cap space either.
Why not?
I don't know. They have a couple big contracts on their books still.
New York does.
No, they don't.
The Knicks?
The Knicks have like 18,000 power forwards with so much money. They spent all of Kevin Durant's money on power forwards.
Yeah. Yeah, anyways, back into the coaching question. Like I don't know who would be
This
a
is the
great fit for
team-
the Pelicans.
This is the kind of team who wants somebody fresh,
Young.
ready to go, but somebody who may have had NBA experience already,
Yeah, maybe this is like a Chauncey Billups team, you know.
or
what I
even
mean?
a Stan Van Gundy for this team.
I could see that too.
You're
Um,
pushing
let's-
Chauncey, hey?
Yeah. Let's go to the Rockets.
Nate
Rockets.
Dillon,
Yeah, that's exactly who I was gonna say. That's funny.
get out of here.
No, I'm serious.
Yeah,
Rockets, I think that's a perfect fit. He'll continue with I think he will bring out the best in Westbrook. Westbrook's definitely regressed and he's got to make some changes,
Yep.
some serious changes.
Yeah.
The one thing I will say is that Westbrook's a guy that'll work the hardest to make those changes.
But I disagree with you on that one, because if he was willing to work that hard, why is his 3-point shooting so abysmal?
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, I don't know. God didn't bless me with the athletic body of an NBA player. I knew my limits, and when I played I was like, meh, I'm not a great 3-point shooter. I'm going to go play defense and go to the hoop. That's it. Westbrook seems to think he's still a great 3-point shooter.
Well,
But-
is that not coaching, right? Like, is that not D'Antoni saying? D'Antoni's openly said, "Shoot the threes, shoot."
Yeah, but even when we had Billy Donovan,
Yeah,
right? I mean, I don't want to knock Westbrook because I do think he's a good player. He maybe has lost his way a little bit when Durant left and he had nobody to do anything with other than Steven Adams.
Paul George. Pandemic P. Sorry. Way off P.
Way off. I
He's
think
no
that's-
longer Paul George until he reproves himself.
Yeah, but I mean, I think the pairing with Harden can work with the right coach.
Yeah.
I think Nate McMillan, who does hang his hat on defense, could be the one.
Okay, quickly, OKC, Indiana. Any coaches you want to see in there?
OKC is an interesting one, hey, because you gotta think: are they keeping Chris Paul or not?
Probably not.
But if they can't trade him, you gotta have a coach who Paul's gonna respect.
Yeah.
'Cause he could derail your whole season.
Take Ty Lue.
Maybe. In Indiana, if Oladipo stays,
He's already said he wants out.
yeah, but I mean that's now.
So reports of today, Oladipo and Miles Turner want out.
Yeah, because here's the thing. Miles Turner is a good basketball player. He's not better than Sabonis.
No,
So he's got to check himself.
big time.
But a good trade to the Raps, maybe.
Yeah. Since Marcus Hall's off to Spain now, wish him the best.
Absolutely.
Okay. We'll see what all these coaches go. It's going to be fun to see. I think there's going to be more coaching vacancies as well. But we'll see. We got game 1 of the NBA Finals happening right now. It's 34-30 for the Lakers. It's just the start of the second. Who do you got winning game 1? It's pretty unbiased still.
I go Lakers by 15.
Wow. Okay.
I think second half LeBron just goes off.
I'm going with the Heat. The Heat. Heat by 3.
Oh,
Just because I can't. I cannot
no.
cheer for LeBron. This is total bias.
Yes.
In my real picks, okay, I got the Lakers winning in like 5.
That close
um,
to it, eh? Interesting.
5, but for my heart picks, I'm taking the Heat today by 3.
If you ask me to pick for my heart, I have the Heat in 6.
Okay.
But my head says Lakers in 5.
But regardless, Lakers win tonight?
Yeah.
Okay. 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 So this is who's more important to, okay. I think let's wait. I'm going to save that question for after the Heat win. Okay. For next week.
Sure.
Because I think we're going to see a little bit more today.
You might get a better answer.
The question I'll ask for next week is who is more important to the Heat? Is it Bam Adebayo or Jimmy Butler?
Maybe we can throw that as a poll on the website.
Yeah, that's a good thing to do, and then we'll talk about it next week. But the one I really wanted to talk about is LeBron James' legacy.
Yes.
Will his legacy be more impacted negatively by a finals loss, or will it be more impacted greatly by a finals win?
I think he'll
Bringing
have the
his
pleasure of going
championships for
first.
4.
Yes.
He's gonna have 10 finals appearances. He'll either be 4-6 or 3-7.
I think if LeBron loses this year, because we've already seen the Lakers go off, it's the bubble. If we lose, then asterisks. Now, if we win, it's the best championship ever.
Yep.
They've already been the team to submit. LeBron's not getting enough foul calls, which is absolute garbage.
Yep.
So the Lakers are trying to play this as whatever's the best kind of storyline for them, which is ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
If LeBron loses, it impacts his legacy to a greater degree than if he wins. Going 4 for 10 still isn't great.
4 for, yeah.
10.
I know,
Right?
but
Why? 4 wins, 6 losses. It's 4 for 10.
yeah, I know, but people getting confused.
People aren't that dumb. If he
Oh.
goes 3-7, how many guys have 3 rings? Lots. Not me. I mean, relatively speaking, lots.
Not lots.
Right?
But
But you know what I mean.
in the top 10, lots.
Yeah. Like Damian Jones has got rings. right?
Yeah, like, okay, I agree with you. I agree with you for sure. That loss would be it's
Worse
one that
because
you cannot excuse either. Like, you can excuse his first finals loss against the Spurs.
oh yeah, yeah. You know what? That doesn't even count really because
Because he was a hero to even get there.
yeah, yeah,
And it was honestly it was amazing to see him beat the Pistons the way he did to get there.
yeah.
But the loss to the Mavericks should have never happened.
Mm-mm.
Even honestly, he is the super team that he is. If he was that great, shouldn't have lost to the Spurs the second time.
Or they barely even beat the Spurs in the first place.
Exactly. If it wasn't for that Chris Bosh rebound, Ray
Oh,
Allen kick out,
oh, my heart aches.
it was crazy. So, if he loses, definitely it's way more of an impact. If he wins, it doesn't. So if he wins, it solidifies for me that he's in my top 3 as greatest
Yeah.
players of all time.
Yep.
If he loses, I'm keeping him outside of top 5 right now. Three wins and 7 losses. That's a huge number of losses when he has, especially because he can't blame it on anything. He's got arguably he's not even the best player on his team right now. Anthony Davis is balling out, and will probably win Finals MVP if they win. So I don't know. I don't know what his excuse will be. But if he loses, huge impact on his legacy.
Here's the thing. Even though I'm not a big LeBron fan, I respect, understand the greatness that is LeBron James.
Yeah.
For him to do what he's been doing for the last 17 years is absolutely remarkable. And I don't think anybody can take that away from him. Now, looking at the teams that he's lost to, really, the Durant team with the Warriors was the one that could really say was super lopsided. That Warriors team was just unbelievable. Right? But the other teams that he's lost to, no one really had a mega super duper team. Like, you bring up the Mavs,
One
Dirk Nowitzki
superstar.
did everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jason Kidd was good and whatever, but like, it was all Dirk.
Big time.
Against
Big
the
time.
Spurs, okay, you got Tony, Manu, and Duncan, but even then,
But Duncan wasn't even near what he was,
hold
right?
on, I know. Duncan was past his prime. Tony and Manu were never top 10 NBA players of the league, right? So, and they're not playing like a superstar.
Young Kawhi.
Yeah, young Kawhi. Okay, but I love Kawhi. I'm super biased about Kawhi. But there's never been a team like the Warriors that he's lost to.
Yeah.
Okay. And it's not like his first year where he had nobody. He's
Exactly.
had Kyrie. He's had Kevin Love. He's had a bunch of good players on his team. So his inability to close out finals, especially on that Heat team, says a lot. And I don't care, guys like Shannon Sharp and all those guys will blow up LeBron, blah, 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 blah. You don't see Michael Jordan not winning. Okay? He took whatever he needed to do it, to win those championships. Kobe tried to be like Jordan, couldn't pull it off.
Closest to come to it, though.
Pardon?
He was the closest
Yeah,
to
no,
actually do it.
Absolutely. But LeBron James, who should technically be the closest to do it because of the talent and the opportunities he's had, because let's be honest, the East sucked for so long.
Big time.
Big time. Only in the last couple of years, the Raptors and those guys have started to get better.
And looking back on it, you're right. Like, good on him for, he knew he wasn't going to win with the teams that he had, and he had to move to teams to do it. And in the moment, everyone was like, okay, you're just ring chasing and all that. But when you look back in history, no one's thinking about that, right?
No one cares.
They look at how many look at how many he's won. So good on him for that.
Yeah.
But
I think it's something that needs to be considered, really.
So what we need you to do is let us know. Let us know your thoughts. Which is a bigger impact, the finals loss for LeBron, or the finals win? And I still, regardless, you'll never convince me that he'll, even with the finals win, he'll be the greatest of all time.
So stop it.
Let's be real. It's going to be number 1, Jordan. Number 2, Bill Russell.
Well, I don't know.
11
of debate
rings,
there.
bro.
6 teams he played against.
Yeah, that's the quality of teams.
Okay. Yes, there's lots of debate there. I will say this, though. The Lakers next year are going to be disgustingly scary because this offseason, they get to retool and still build around 2 of the top 5 NBA players in the league.
Yeah.
So it won't be any J.R. Smith, Dion Waiters.
Who's been a huge disappointment.
Yeah, all these guys that they're going to find some quality 3-and-D guys. They're going to be scary.
You might find his shot.
Yeah, he's probably not.
Probably not.
But they're going to be scary. I will say that.
Yep.
Let's hear another word from our sponsors.
Samara and Jane is an Australian-based accessories retailer with all of the latest fashion trends from around the world. Ladies, update your style game with gorgeous earrings, necklaces, and other jewelry for affordable prices. And guys, you can shop for that special lady in your life too. Use discount code SPORTSREV30 for 30% off your entire order. That's SPORTSREV30 for 30% off your entire order. Use discount code at checkout at samaraandjane.com.
All right, we're wrapping up the Sports Reverends episode for today. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure you check out our revamped website, www.thesportsreverends.com. It has everything Sports Reverends. You can check it out. If you sign up, you can even access the members-only section. You want to do that. As we continue to add more polls and questionnaires there and other fun stuff you can check out. Coach, you want to talk about our social medias?
Yes, hit us up on Insta, your Twitter, your Facebook if you're an old grandpa. Interact with us. We love, talking to our fans and commenting back and forth, and that's always way more fun than going to work. So,
do you want to talk about anything else on social media other than sports? Because social media kind of sucks right now. I'm not going to lie.
It's a tough place. It's a tough place to be in.
But sports is the best.
And there's less division in sports. Last week we talked about hope. This week we're going to talk about happiness, spread love, spread joy, and be infectious with your joy.
Be like Mark Cuban, Mark Cuban, Mark Cuban, you can disagree with Mark Cuban in a bunch of different ways, yada, yada, yada. I don't care. I don't care about your political opinions or anything like that. Be human. Be a good human. Mark Cuban went and took care of Delonte West, a man in need, who obviously wandered down a horrible path, and he shared love. So what are you going to do this week to do that? I challenge you to go buy someone a meal or buy someone a coffee. I'll do the same too.
Bless.
Share the love. All right. Peace out, world.
Go.